I guess you're about the protest.
Yep.
What do you think?
Well, they keep trying to move us.
Sort of meet, you know. And listen, anyone else, we're going to the garden centre to buy daffodils.
Because apparently it's essential.
Oh, is
I'll
it?
exercise.
You've got to get your daffodils. Stupid people like that.
So where's Parliament? Shouldn't we go to Parliament?
This is the first wave.
Coppers are coming.
What do you want to do? Cross over? Come on, hang on.
They're filming over there. They're filming, isn't it?
Yeah, just keep walking.
Well, because it comes like you, rather go walking around Windsor fucking Park.
Which defeats the whole object. That's why I said people thought that's
You're going to be famous today, kid. No, German Shepherd. His name's Moses, the great leader.
Nice.
bizarre.
I'm just, you know.
No, I don't believe so, but it's just common sense.
But each person's defined limit of what they would deem as a resting time before they go on is different, right?
I would assume so, yes.
So yours might be different to mine. But there's nothing defining how long I would rest before I go on next. So. Still resting in society, it's a little bit, but ting, sparkle in the eye. Genetically modified sparkle in the eye.
If I'm going to live under a rock, at least it'd be a really beautiful place on I really find it hard to stay calm.
It doesn't matter. It's common. And our right is to stand up to any tyranny, no matter what, where it's come from, whether it's a decree by a parliament or whatever, a law. It is not above our sovereign human rights. And I think, if you actually have a genuine concern that something has been put upon a people, like a virus, so that they can inject us all, then it is our duty to stand up and say no. And that's what I'm doing, with respect. I know you're doing your job, but I'm doing mine as well.
Unfortunately, there's no allowance at the moment for protests.
There's no allow. We are not rules. We are not rules. We are governed
we need to leave,
by
madam.
consent.
Unfortunately, so we're giving you a warning to leave. Obviously, it's up to you if you decide to stay. If you do stay, you're obviously going to be at risk for a fine, unfortunately. Because we're giving
I
you
do not consent to any of this. I do not consent and I do not recognise any of what you're talking about. Because I am to walk around and be peaceful and really safe. And that's all I want. So I wish you well.
Are you refusing to leave?
I am just carrying on with I'm not refusing anything. I'm just living. I'm a living person.
Okay, madam, we do need you to leave the area because you've been given a warning.
I
If you
don't
refuse, you could be liable for fine or arrest.
I do not consent to anything.
Madam, what's your name and address? You're under arrest for brief statement.
Can you take your hand off me?
Clearly on this part again, you'll begin digging.
I will do what you want.
You're an arguing point, we're trying to save lives, yeah? Let's go home. What about you? You're now in the gallery. Does that mean
I'm not getting the services because of lockdown. The people can't get the services because everything's closed or reduced. This is what's happening. Services are reduced.
have you been referred to the management?
I'm on lifetime care, but that's not the point. I can't get it because of lockdown. I can't get the money to support Why? Because I can't develop my business when people don't have money, when the economy doesn't have anything to give. Because they're ruining it. But the rich people are getting richer, the poor people are getting poorer and going unnoticed. It's not right. People need to stand up and say something. They decided this in 90 minutes. This is our lives. How dare they? That was just a formality. How dare they? And I know you're not allowed to have an opinion, but this is ridiculous.
And how the fuck can you abandon the protest if protest is by the definition
Exactly.
it's against
and there's
something?
so many
Yeah.
things going on that this is distracting us from. People are dying.
True,
People
true.
are being held slaves in China. No one's mentioning this. There's human rights abuses. We're sending people back for what? See? Ridiculous. I need a cigarette.
They passed it already.
Thank you. Move on, we'll get move away.
I will. I just want to
Wait.
ask one question, please.
No, we're trying to save lives, aren't we?
Right, so
We're
you're
trying
going to
to save
answer one
lives.
question.
We're trying to save lives. People in hospitals dying. We're overcrowded. You're going to help.
I'm going to save lives.
Go away.
Okay, I will go away. So I'll answer one question about what brings you here today. Is it?
Gathering. You might look around. I have to work. That's what I do. You don't have to stand there. But you don't have to stand there, do you? You don't have to stand there.
Memo, sit down. Sit down. Now. Let go.
Apart from you guys, I'm 2 meters away.
People have just left, haven't they?
Sorry?
So can you just step back for us?
ended up getting overturned. So that's what I'm.
This is not common law. I am a being under common law. So you're out of Magna Carta. You're not obeying Magna Carta common law. That means you're not working for the people.
We work for the Queen anyway.
You don't work for the Queen. Yeah. No, you're not.
Not me. My right.
I am a keeper, yes, because my council can't follow work. That's none of your business, it's my business. again, that's none of your business. No, you can't take that as a no. I said it's none of your business. I'm not answering any more questions because you're asking questions under legislation, not under common law. This is my city. This lady's sitting there. Why are you guys being bullied? Sorry? Sorry, I don't disclose that to people where we are.
No?
Yes.
Cheers, mate.
English common laws.
That's right.
Nice. Nice one. Where can we find you?
You can find me on Camden Common Law Hub, giving out these cards to people.
All right, I've got one of those.
Yeah.
I got some. Thanks.
Or flyers. That the earth is flat.
Oh.
I'm offering £10,000 if you can show me how to measure it.
Oh, so you're saying the Earth is flat?
It is flat.
Okay.
I'll give you £10,000 if you can show me how you measure it to be round.
I never dig deep into this topic, but I still somehow believe.
Believe
that
it's round or flat.
Cheers, mate.
Huh?
Cheers. I believe it is round because well, that's
You
what
were
I've
told to
I've been told, yeah.
That's right.
But
reality tells you that it is flat.
but you know all the other planets are also.
You don't see planets, you just see round lights in the sky.
That's true.
You could have a round light in the sky. So I'm going to go and meet a few people, man. Enjoy your day.
Cheers. Take care. Hi there. Hey, you alright? Hey, how do you do?
Yeah, we're fine.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, good. Well, except what is happening, but
Yeah, well, but this is very serious. What's
I know, and
consummates the coup d'etat. You see, it completes it.
I'm not sure we have enough people to even change anything now.
Yeah, that's right. If Piers turns up here, Piers Corbyn, he'll be nicked straight away. You can see that. Looking out for it.
Yeah, but now he's also candidate for mayor, yeah?
That's right. If he were in that position, of course, he would occupy also the office of Police and Crime Commissioner of London, which in the provinces, in the local councils outside London, is a separate office. But in fact, in London, the mayor is responsible for the police as well. So he supervises the chief constable, which doesn't happen anywhere else in the country.
But doesn't he have at the moment also quite socialist?
Sadiq Khan is a vicious one.
Yeah, but Corbyn, isn't he also socialist?
What, you mean Jeremy Corbyn, of course, he is. But he's an
Piers, Piers, also Piers.
Yeah. Well, Piers, I think, is to the left politically, but at the moment, I don't care what people's politics are. I don't care what their racial background is. I don't care if they're this, that, or the other. It doesn't make any difference to me if they've got guts and they'll stand up for the principle, because this is the most important issue before us today. Whether we're going to be left with the smallest freedoms in this, or whether we, by the end of this year, is projected that will be something like East Germany. This is how it's going to be. And you know how disastrous things are among the general population. They're all so compliant. They're slaving. They're pathetic. This is how they've been reframed psychologically through the application of terror tactics, which is being done by the behavioural insights team.
I know about it.
UK Column exposed them. They've done that brilliantly. UK Column, of course, on at 1 o'clock today.
Well, they actually cancelled Talk Radio yesterday, didn't they, a couple of days ago? They've now reinstated it.
Yeah.
They cancelled it off YouTube.
Yeah.
They've now reinstated it.
The point about YouTube is they've got to watch who they cancel, because if they start cancelling UK Column, Talk Radio and the rest, there'll be a general exodus to Crown YouTube, and they know that. And that can be a big exodus as well.
It's not that easy to suppress free speech.
No, it isn't.
It looks easy sitting in an office in Whitehall.
Yeah.
And pass this law, that law. It's not that bloody easy.
They put Nick Clegg in charge of censoring Facebook and all the rest of it. Nick Clegg being one of the most revolting people, nauseating people in British politics. Disgusting individual.
Now Tony Blair is also appearing again,
Yeah. See, it's like what they used to say about communism. The reason it collapsed is because of the photocopier. Because before photocopiers, it was very difficult to get leaflets printed up and dispense information. With a photocopy, you can do it in the office.
Yeah.
That made a huge difference to political campaigning, and the web has done the same thing.
Yeah.
Okay, you could close down the whole web. That's not really practical.
Yeah, at some point it will be everything censored there.
I mean, it's like people listening to the BBC in occupied countries, you know. They just listen on the side, you know. In the days when the BBC actually provided some information when it was propaganda.
Yeah, long forgotten.
Not now.
Friends, we're preaching the gospel of Jesus Christ, the living Saviour, the one who is able to save us from this life coming upon the earth with its government and their evil doing. Friends, if you don't know Jesus Christ, we encourage and urge you to come and know the living Saviour, Jesus Christ, because, friends, time is running out. These police here are not our friends. They are being told what to do by the government. The government is evil and corrupt. But Jesus Christ is the government of all. And he will come back and reign on the earth for 1,000 years. And we shall be with him. But he says, come in faith, come.
Do you want to receive Jesus as your Saviour?
Yes. Yes. Short prayer. Yes, we pray. Just say English. You say, speak to receive Jesus. Jesus, yeah, he understands them. Jesus, every man knows Jesus, right. So we receive in our life, in our heart. We say like this: Dear God, dear Jesus, repeat. Can you speak Arabic to your friend? Can you explain? Okay. So we want you to come to heaven, paradise in Jesus Christ. Would you like? Would you like to receive? The guy that actually posted the video.
To London, the phone's already dead, or like videos of this
Offering 10 grand reward.
Can I have one? No.
As many as you want. I am 10,000 cards. Handing out to your friends. Giving out to your friends and anyone you see wearing a mask.
Can I have one? Take a post.
course not. Never in a million years I will die before they give me that vaccination.
Innit?
Or I'll die trying to make them give me that vaccination. I will never take it. None of my people will take it. And I'm praying to God that the majority of people that see this video that have not come out on the streets to fight for what they are losing, please people, we need you out here with us. We're dying out here, mate. We need you.
Lovely, thank you so
No
much.
problem, bro.
No, no cuddle.
Yeah, of course you can. Of course you can.
You cry.
mate. Oh.
That's so powerful.
Ah, bless you.
She's a good in that, aren't you?
Hi everybody, so we're down here at Parliament today. We need you guys, that's all I'm going to say. We have been out here protesting for 10 months. We've been on the streets in the cold, in the rain, we've had police up our arse, but we still come out here week in, week out. And I see the same faces at every protest. We need the streets to stand up for their freedoms. Once we leave the EU, all of our human rights are gone. They're going to rewrite them and rewrite them with no power for us to take back any of our rights. So if you don't stand up, come March, you're not going to be on furlough no more. You're going to be on a universal basic income, £400 a month. So sit there thinking that you're all sweet and safe in your nice little warm houses while we're out here freezing our fucking asses off for your freedom. Get your asses out here and grow some balls.
I was saying it the other day how us women have had more balls than men in this. I'm sorry, like I'm not fucking sexist or anything like that.
100%.
He was giving it to him now alive.
worried about is the lack of knowledge that doesn't get put out for even yourself. You're trying to do a duty, but really, in all honesty, you're really out here to marshal us rather than support us, and you should be supporting us. And you're here marshalling us. We feel marshalled and not supported. We're not causing any trouble. Where is our platform? I'll tell you something, this is the honest truth, yeah? We have a letter come through from the NHS, yeah? And it said, because we've got vulnerable children, we invite Ollie Walker, my son, to come and be tested at King's College in a completely sterile environment because it's high risk. In association with Ipsos Mori, that's who the NHS, written on the letter that comes from the NHS. Now, when you look into Ipsos Mori, if you type that in Latin, it means they die. Now, I find that alarming. I run up King's College and I said to them, where did you partner up with Ipsos Mori? They're not, you know, do you know what their name means? And I'm on the phone to one of the top people at King's College.
I think the world's in a very confused place right now. This, you know,
and he said to me,
take it every day as it comes.
Sorry, it's a lady. She said to me, I was completely unaware that their name translated into that. They was just a French medicinal company. Now,
obviously we're facing it every day. Take it to our families potentially.
Ipsos Mori, that company that they're partnered with could have any name in the world, and it's a Latin name that translates to they die. So all I did, I've got 200 followers on Instagram. She's got a few more than me on Facebook. We put the letter, the NHS letter up, a small writing of my conversation with one of the people out at King's College, and within 15 minutes they took our accounts down.
I did that account for 14 years.
That is a truthful event that happened in my life, and all I'm doing is making people aware, because it seems to me, YouTube even took Talk Radio off air yesterday. I don't know if you're aware of that. Talk Radio off air on YouTube because they was writing about the PCR test fails in Portugal and they took their account down. Honestly, I really believe that
mainstream media
we are,
is the virus.
Yeah, that's the main virus, and people
Mainstream
and big
media
tech
is the virus.
are involved in shutting people down over this. It's not real. I've got a couple of aunts that work out of Southend and Basildon Hospital. The reason that they say, oh, Southend, a report on Southeast goes, Southend COVID ward is full to the brim. This is expensive. I know that because my aunt works in there. But it's misleading. Jeremy Clarkson said in Sky he nearly died alone in a tent. And he said, no, I didn't. I laid on my bed until it went away. Like we need to start looking at manipulation. You know, I'm not bitter because I've got a son that might not go on to lead an independent life. That's why I'm here. When you've got people, honest scientists like Robert F. Kennedy linking TTP mercury with autism. Yeah, I reckon you have a walk around. But, you know, there's a lot of misleading information.
You are an individual. You are an individual. You work in a team. Like I work in a team of Islam, right? Excuse me, I'm answering you. One of your partners, two of your partners manhandled you already. And no, today, right now over there. There's records of it. I'm currently sitting here peacefully. Two officers approached me. I said, please, I've been manhandled. I'm a Muslim woman. I need to catch a breath. He wants to tell me about how I can't shout, and he wants to find me, and other officers are going to come. I asked him, excuse me, I asked him to get out of my sight. He continued. I closed my eyes, I opened my eyes, now there's more officers. What can I ask? Just give me 20 minutes for me to catch my breath, and I might leave, or I might not. I don't know what's going to happen. Just give me 20 minutes. There are other people, and when they come forward, it's a whole load of shit. Okay, that's fine.
Warrant number 251067 2147. Warrant number 250598.
I'm not going to stand here.
What are you asking? Are you asking me to move? You're asking me to move? No, I just acknowledge. Yes, I acknowledge someone I recognise. Do we have a problem? I was just manhandled by coppers, by the way. That's why we do it. Because it's someone I acknowledge. I'm manhandled by coppers. I'm manhandled. Not manhandling me. Mental health. Give me 20 minutes to rest here. We need to go to protest for here, and they're telling me they're going to give me £200 fine. I close my eyes, so I'm not getting upset, and more of them have to watch me. You came to watch me. Give me 20 minutes. Everybody, give me 20 minutes. I have mental health issues. If you're protesting, can you take it over to this side and this side? If you're wanking media, stay where you are, because everyone can see you. Thank you. Can I get my 20 minutes now? Can I get my 20 minutes? No? Okay. I'll sit here in my uniform. You sit there with yours.
What is going on exactly?
That's me. I will call on to my Muslim brothers and sisters and show them how you are treating us.
Please do that anyway. Please do that anyway.
I will.
Please do that
It's
anyway.
got everything to do with religion. I got manhandled by 5 coppers over there, and I'm taking a minute to take a breath, and they're like, you need to move off, we don't care. 1 minute, people have got recording of it. What are you asking them? What are you asking? I don't know anyone here, apart from this gentleman that I winked at, because I don't acknowledge him, I'm now insane. And I've asked you to leave me alone. So you don't think I asked, I will do what
Yeah.
I ask. It's called respect. It's sort of like an evil thing. This is Mahatma Gandhi. The irony of the British police currently.
It's because we've left the EU now.
Pardon?
That's part of the reason for this lockdown is because they don't want people from the EU to travel.
Yeah. Because they know this is turning into a communist state. Yeah.
No one comes in, no one comes out.
If anyone's watched the or read the book or watched the film 1984, this is the beginning of it. And this guy is actually filming for BBC.
Probably.
Yeah. Because they
Good guy.
He wouldn't pass the assault post there, would he?
I'm asking for 20 minutes. I'm being manhandled. And more white men are coming to talk to me. Are you going to manhandle me? Because I will personally sue you, your yard, your job. I will sue you. I will not sue the police officer or the Metropolitan Police. Any person that will manhandle me after this morning again, it will be possible.
Have you got any paperwork you can give us so we can read through? You've got nothing to prove to us that this lockdown is in force.
ignorance of the law is no excuse.
I agree, that's why we're here. That's why we're here, for ignorance of the law.
Ignorance of the law is no excuse for you to say that.
No, that's why we're here, ignorance of the law.
I'm just reinforcing, telling you.
And we're reinforcing
the moment you should be staying at home. You should be staying at home.
If you can give us some paperwork or something like that, that'd be most helpful.
Have you got a bunch of
Yeah, of course. We're here. Just told you.
That was absolutely insane.
They are picking up vulnerable.
Leave her alone!
Following orders. You're not human, you're following orders. You are going to be fucked because you're all fat, you're all out of shape, and you're not ready for it. Yeah, talk to you.
This is for
Okay?
everyone. This is
You
my
really aren't
kids,
ready
their
for it.
kids, your kids, everyone's kids. And if
Come,
you're just
you really
too
aren't
blind to
ready
see
for
it,
You're
More for you lot, mate. More for you lot. You think them pricks in there give a fuck about you lot? You think they care about you lot? Do you think they care about you?
Let's be honest,
I'll speak to you, mate. You should be respectful, mate. I will speak to you, no problem.
we're doing this to protect people's families as well. Just like you believe you're doing that, that's what we believe as well, mate. We're doing it because we don't want
Sorry,
people to
you're
die
right.
left and right, left, right and centre, yeah? There's 600, 700 people dying a day in hospital, mate.
I've got people that work in St Thomas's Kings that tell me the full statistics, and they ain't what you're hearing, and that's God's honest truth. They're not what you're hearing. If you turn on the mainstream, they tell you 800 deaths. It's rubbish. As they say, if you get, you know,
They tell me things that
mate, my granddad got misdiagnosed in March last year for it. They left him to rot and die in a room. My mate Terry, my age, went in with bad breathing problems. Not bad, just like he panicked because he thought he had this thing. They put him in an induced coma and his organs shut down and he died. 2 people have been mistreated for this. Then, my missus' granddad last week got a vaccine, healthy as anything, 2 weeks later.
Sir, move back, move away, thank you. Excuse me, move back side, thank you.
I don't think they should have manhandled her. I think that's she's a woman as well. Come on, you're a woman. No, I just don't want to be on camera.
She's a human.
And you're
We're all human, yeah.
You know. You're right, I just don't want to be on camera. I'll talk to you.
Okay, no worries.
I wasn't talking to you, I was talking to everybody. This is serve and protect the public.
Disgraceful and diabolical.
What is this doing? It's the ruling classes in the elite. Take away the faith.
She's got a please keep it moving. Thank you. Well, you come in here. I wish you exercising.
And up and down, and up and down.
Shame on all of you! Where's your compassion? Where's your compassion?
That's what they do, they're bullying. They're bullying.
Leave the area, please.
Why? You should be ashamed of yourself. She said she had a good So what do you do? Fucking tie down 7 or 8 people. Oh, you're so hard. Wake up!
Sorry, does it not apply to you? I don't really understand them rules.
Are you not? Are you working?
No, I'm not working.
Right. Okay.
So, literally, so many people. Oh my God, get arrested.
We're not allowed to stand here. We're not allowed to stand here. There should be a shame.
Where's the shepherd? Because I can see all the sheep in yellow. Where's the shepherd? Oh yeah, he's in there, isn't he? Watching you lot being mugs. Listen, Jones, please can you move on?
What are you doing? What are you up to? What are you doing?
Exercising. I'm walking around and exercising.
Yeah, but you're walking around. Everyone else is exercise. That's not exercise. Everyone else. Where's that road to? Yeah, where's that? Okay, you need to start moving away from the area.
I've been moving. What?
No, you're moving in circles. Alright?
I'm moving in circles. I can't move in circles.
Final warning.
Final warning.
Yeah.
See me again.
Give me a direction to go home. You need to go. You
No, go home. Go home. Give me directions, go home. Go home. And go home now. Right now. You're going to go home now. Come here. Don't touch me already.
Once you've got that then tick it, doesn't give you details.
Get off me! What, because I've got freedom of speech? Just leave them, let go! What are you doing? Oh my God, man! You're fucking ridiculous! You lot are fucking disgrace to humanity! An absolute disgrace to humanity, do you know that?
Guys, can we need some social distancing?
Tyrants! Absolute tyranny! Pure tyranny! You can see that my dog is upset! Absolute disgrace, you lot! You understand? See, look at my poor dog, look, got separation anxiety. He's 11 months old. You haven't asked me to have him. Get off my back. Get off my back. What the fuck is the matter with you people?
Is that going in? Is this going in a mainstream rag, or is this going to be reported as actually going on? So it'll be, these people will be described as
around with my dog. It's more like that.
Just goes under general description.
All I've done is walk around with my dog. Absolutely. Well, who can look after my dog? No one can look after my dog. I've come. No, I haven't. I've come here on my own with my dog. Sorry? Of course, I want my dog to go with me. No, I don't want him to be with kennels because you lot again are gonna charge me to get my dog out of kennel.
Just to stay with you.
Can he be with me? Because he's gonna go off the head. He's gonna go mental. Yeah, but just let
Oh my God. What? Because he was speaking. He was speaking.
You just met him. Okay.
Oh, yeah. The owner wants the dog to go with him.
Where's the family?
You can't go to the police kennel.
Can I not take it?
The owner wants him to go with him.
absolute tyranny.
Yeah, just speak to him. That's fine, you can speak to him, you can ask him.
I'd rather that than go. Yeah, exactly. Take my number. Moses. Excuse me, Sergeant. I'm going to let my dog go with this lady.
Okay, that's fine. The only thing is, if the lady going to go, if she gets it, then she's in the same position.
Let the dog go, will ya?
I'm holding the dog.
What, arrested him as well?
No, don't be silly.
Cause being silly, yeah?
Otherwise he's got to go to
Oh, fuck it.
So that's why she's taking it. He's done nothing wrong now.
Well, they don't care about what anymore.
Yeah, on the floor. It's disgusting.
She said she had mental illness. Give me 10 minutes. She was sitting there. We were there the whole time. They arrested, then 7 of them. That's 7. She's no taller than you.
It's sickening.
And the dog over
Everybody sleep at night.
They
No arresting her. They need to do that homework. You know what I mean? There is
So you arrested someone with a dog, and you're not allowed to take it back. This is disgusting, man. You're not. You're not.
Yeah, I'm allowed to take it.
Yeah, good.
It's all right, baby. Don't worry.
I told you it's a hostile environment. That's the reason why I went live, people, because I could go around and interview people, but I have a funny feeling that I'm going to be picked off very soon.
you know. Alright. Yeah, okay.
The thing is, if that dog attacks him right now, they'll shoot him dead in the head. If that dog bites someone, I'm being deadly serious.
Are you two together?
Yeah. We are.
Oh, right. I mean, the person.
She's not mine.
That's what I tried to get close and she's just going on.
Can you just get the dog's name for me?
Moses. Name is Moses. Moses.
Moses, right.
This is so sad, man. I really feel like crying. It's so fucking sad.
I know.
It's just horrible. Sorry. Yeah, I don't know what. I don't know what. Oh fuck.
This is the beginning of just.
Sorry. Oh, thank you. Oh, fuck. How are you?
I'm as upset as you are. I know, words.
I hope that some people will. I don't know, it will move something in them, you know, that will somehow.
Are you from London?
yeah, I live in London, I'm from Poland.
Yeah.
Make it easy.
Yeah.
You're
Well,
from
I'll tell you. What's your name?
Mike.
Mike. My name's Steve.
Nice
Can I give you, if I have you got an email address, and I'll send you something that would be a blessing to you, because I can tell you're a man who cares and you're upset. And this is, you need to have something that will let you know there's hope in all of this. I'd like to send you something.
Okay. You mean like a...
It'll be an email, Mike. This is a book that I've nearly finished since lockdown about what's really going on, but about how you can. There is ultimately purpose in all of this. I'll answer that in a second.
What do you mean, it's like for Christianity perspective, or?
Yes, mate. From because this has all been written about in Revelation. That there's going to be a time when the whole money system's going to change. This has nothing to do with any virus. There's nothing wrong with you. There's nothing wrong with me. This is all about smashing the system.
Hopefully, yeah. Oh, well, there has to be some catharsis, yeah.
Yes, mate. So you just get the
record, yeah.
Yeah, that's all fine, I think. Yeah, no worried about that.
So you think it's catharsis to change the system to restore,
it's
reboot,
Mike, is it?
refresh? Yeah, Mike.
If I put Mike Poland.
Yeah.
And what's your number, Mike?
776.
Oh, double. Is it?
77.
Yeah.
60. Sorry. It's sorry, another one. 079.
079
70
70
232
232
607.
607. It's Mike. I don't know what I'm doing, Mike.
Do you use WhatsApp or something?
Sorry?
WhatsApp?
Yeah. What I do, Mike, here, buddy. If you get down and you feel bad about this, when the darkness comes in, because it does for people, you're in bed and the darkness comes in, there's something that will bring you peace, my friend.
Thank you, Steve.
No, Mike, you're a blessing.
I'm really
Yes, I know.
grateful to meet you in such a moment because it was, horrible. I don't know. It was just, it's just something broke in me.
Yes, mate. Yes. Yes, definitely. All right, Mike. Well, bless you, buddy,
Yeah,
and you will
thank
hear from me.
Take care, Steve. Hey, all the best. Oh. Ooh.
I brought 5 letters up this morning for Mr. Paul Holmes, member of Parliament recently, to hand delivered to Portcullis House. Portcullis House is locked, but they're all in there having a cup of tea and a chat. A security guard very kindly, through the glass, shouted and directed me round to Derby Gate at Red Lion pub. Brought the letters round there, walked in there, and 2 security guards said, look, we can't take those letters because they're dirty. And then referred me to an address in Edmonton where the post has got to go in a sealed container to come back into there.
Oh, no.
Okay, so that gave up there, went down to St James's post office and bought 5 stamps and posted them in the letterbox around the corner. And I said, after I've done my lawful descent here, I'm going to take myself up to Ainsworth Pharmacy, which is also an exemption under the regulations, for some medicine.
All I'm asking, okay, is at the moment you're stood directly in the centre of Parliament Square. Obviously you're saying that you're here to be seen or whatever. I suggest that maybe you do your exercise away from the square and not in the middle of this area.
The reason I'm doing it here is that at least one of them over there sees me standing here and might question to himself, and I don't care if there's only 4 in there and only 3 see me, or only 1 sees me. But it is my common law right to lawful dissent.
Well, we've been advised people remain in this area, okay, they'll be breaching the new regulations, okay, and that's why we're here to advise you. That's the reason why you have to leave, okay? There's a possibility that if you stay, you will get fined, you may get arrested.
I hear you.
Okay, I don't want that to be the case, that's why I'm here to engage with
neither
you.
do I, there's no need for any of that. So what I would say to you is, has a crime been committed?
They're saying under the regulations they're not being followed, so it's new law that's been put in place. It's not crime as in theft or a murder or nothing like that, of course not. But it's the regulations that have been put in place for public safety, and that is why we've been told to.
I have come here on my own. I'm standing here, 2 metres distant from most people. And I made the point to the
I know, but you were speaking to the young lady. So
it's just the reason I brought this along was...
So you can poke someone,
So, no,
I'm joking,
no.
I'm joking.
That's 6 foot. So that tip of that umbrella is 6 feet. Okay? Before you started talking to the officer, I said to you, I'm trying to adhere to the regulations, but if I'm going to do strictly, you've got to stand back 6 feet. Alright, so I'm trying to be civil here. I understand that you have a horrible job to do. I understand that these guys have bullied Preston Dick. Preston Dick has bullied your superintendent, who's bullied your sergeants, who has bullied you. And I stood in Hyde Park and I got angry in Hyde Park and I realised there's no future in this. I am here on my common law. Sure of my common law. I'm not arguing with anybody, I'm not shouting with anybody, I'm not getting angry. And if you want to arrest me, that is fine. I shall go to be arrested. That's okay. I hope you will, if you do that, will exercise the rules under ACPO, not put me on the ground, put handcuffs behind my back, put my feet up to my buttocks, and put your knee in my head. Okay? So as long as that doesn't happen, I'm happy to go. But I warn you this.
Okay, listen.
I heard you were going to hear me out now. Sorry, you picked the wrong guy to talk to. I'm a type 1 diabetic, so I need feeding every 2 hours. I also have low mood and anxiety, so I need the door open, the cell open, and 2 guys watching me. You don't want that hassle in your life.
Well, listen, hopefully that won't be the case.
I hope not.
If we get further direction, we might come over and speak to you further.
Well, that's
and
fine.
if that's the case, that is the case.
I'm happy to chat.
Okay, but we've done the engagement bit. Hopefully the enforcement bit don't come. Obviously, abide by the regulations.
I'm dealing with this.
Okay. All right. Cheers.
Nice talking to you.
Nice one handling it.
Yeah, you got that one well.
Bro.
There's nothing to be proud of. I'm a allowed to lawfully stand here. I have done nothing wrong.
As
We're
everyone,
doing nothing wrong.
as everyone else, yeah.
Well, they're doing nothing wrong as well. They're fearful for their lives. They've been made scared by the government. They've been petrified by the BBC and its continuous diatribe of death and sickness, of which there is none that I can see or witnessed. And from the NHS and their new posters of hooded victims, hooded people with masks on. So
they're doing a good campaign to try and turn everyone against
each other. Against each other.
Against each other now, aren't they? You know, it's on the news, on the TV. I don't watch it no more, but I cut in sometimes. But they're calling us COVID deniers.
Yeah, COVID idiots, obviously.
COVID idiots.
Yeah.
They're gonna up it.
Just to help them do their job. We
Yeah.
follow their silly rules.
Sure. And there are some new statistics, like summary of the deaths in last year, and it was like 560,000. So basically the same as every other year, yeah.
I think it was even lower this year.
Yeah.
Well, half a million people are around that figure die every year in the UK. But if you had asked me this time last year how many people died in the UK last year, I'd have said I don't know. But now we all know how many.
Yeah, now we all know.
Yeah. But we don't really know.
I know we had a really bad year in 2018.
Yeah. If you compare 18 to 19, there was a 15% rise in deaths. October 18 to October 19. No lockdown in October.
Yeah.
Lies, damned lies and statistics.
And people swallow BBC, Sky News, and
When you show people the real facts, or you tell them where they can go to find the facts, and their brains are still not registering it, and they actually think this is going to go away, and it's not going to go away.
Well, those people have invested in the COVID narrative. They have invested in the masks. They've invested in with their national football matches on it. Football teams. They've invested in the news every day.
Yeah.
You know, when you have the power of the state telling you that you cannot mix with your grandmother every day, when you have the power of the state telling you that your children are going to kill people by going to school, and you repeat it over and over again, people will believe it. I have told that policeman the same story over and over again, and he gave up. That's 2 minutes, and that's 2 minutes worth of work.
yeah, nice.
Did he say he was going to arrest you? He said he was going to have to arrest you?
He said he may have to.
I was thinking, is it now when I jump on his back?
No,
I'm joking.
So you're waiting for some parliamentarist, as he will.
Well, they drive in that way and
Oh, yeah.
drive out that way.
Okay.
I just want at least one of them to see us two standing here and maybe think to themselves, those two standing in the cold in January.
Do you think he will? He will not. Well, everyone should be here actually.
What choice do I have?
Yeah, of course. But everyone of us, there were so many people here. If we would.
I don't know why everyone didn't come on the green anyway.
I would like lines of people here, but that hasn't happened.
No.
Because people are scared. Because they've seen the pictures of the police carrying out Israeli arrest-style tactics. Arms up backs, knees on heads on the ground.
Yeah.
So people are scared, understandably.
Yeah, well, but what worse can happen, you know? You can be jailed, you can be...
Well, I'm standing here because I don't want to be sitting at home in 2 years' time.
Yeah.
Sorry, I wish I'd done that.
I wish I'd done that.
Yeah.
I did my best.
I did all I could do.
Same.
So are you a YouTuber? Are you a YouTuber?
Yeah, well, I'm broadcasting this at the moment.
What's your channel called?
I've seen it before.
Mike G, it's nothing special, it's just my private channel.
I'll have to find it, won't I?
Stand back.
Yeah, right, word.
So I heard everything you had to say. Wonderful to say. I'm sorry. I'm going to employ you again. Can I ask you to leave? Basically, COVID legislation this minute says that you're not allowed to be outside your house unless you're exercising or at work. So what you've said, you're not doing either of those things. Well, you've already explained, I overheard it. So again, I'm going to ask you, can you leave the square? I'm not going to listen to everything again, I'm afraid, because we just haven't got the time. So I'm explaining that if you will not leave,
I am standing here under my common
chances
law
are
right
you will be fined or you will be arrested.
Well, I will see if the bother to give me the fine, but I will not accept the fine.
Then you will be arrested.
If that's the way it's got to go, that's the way it's got to go. But I am standing here exercising my common law right to lawful dissent. I am in discussions with the Parliament about where's the proof to prove these regulations are correct. I asked the previous two sets of gentlemen had a crime been committed, and they didn't say yes. And I asked them 3 times, I'm going to ask you, has a crime been committed?
If you will not leave at this point, then yes, crime has been committed.
Show me the victim.
That doesn't have to be a victim. The victim is China. It's a law against the Queen.
So the crime has suffered under your regulations by I'm standing here quietly exercising my lawful dissent. In the hope that an elected representative will see me here and maybe just think, actually, why is that clown out there standing there doing nothing?
Unfortunately, that is the case.
Well, boys, under common law, you have not committed a crime. I'm exercising my lawful right of dissent to regulations that I do not subscribe to or have ever consented to in that house.
Have you got a press pass, mate?
I understand.
Sorry?
Have you got a press pass?
I'm recording for myself.
Alright, okay, so I'll just ask you to move along then. If you haven't got a press pass.
I'm exercising, you know.
Alright, so we'll just go around there exercising and
Exercise and work detention. What if I've got domestic abuse issues and I've got nowhere to go?
standing in front of office and report. Standing here is not going to help you.
So he's basically out. So I'm not allowed to listen to his argument.
You can't just be out to listen to people. No, that's in the guidelines.
Should I listen to you?
Huh?
Should I listen to you?
Should you listen to me? Yeah, because we're giving you directions. I've asked you to leave.
So it's better to listen to you than to hear him.
Nobody is dying. Nobody is suffering. Lots is a very loose term. People have died. I'm not denying the virus has killed people. No doubt about that. And more people have died this year than died last year. But up until this year, I didn't know how many people died last year. And I know that roughly 500,000 people die every year in the UK. You don't lock down for that. I know the coronavirus wards may be full, but they're full every year at this time. And people die of heart disease, dementia, cancer.
Ask you to continue your exercise running. If you come back over here, you know, stop filming stuff like that, I will issue you a ticket. Catch up.
CFCs. The reason they banned CFCs is because the patent was running. So they created a hoorah and made CFCs really bad for the environment. And now we've got this made-up thing selling drugs for... Oh, God, I don't want to be on the internet. Sorry, mate.
Sorry.
Fucking angry.
Yeah.
Fucking bullshit.
You know, there is a summary of death from last year and it's exactly the same. It's exactly the same as previous years. How do you explain this? This is just logic. This is just rational thinking, man. How are you? Are you live streaming?
Yeah, I'm
yeah, same here. I don't know, it seems the party's over, huh?
Well, I'm going to hang on a bit. I don't think it will come back.
Yeah. You know, that man that is being questioned out there, he's waiting for some parliamentarians to give him query to ask for evidence, you know, for all this. And they're also moving him away.
No. Yeah.
I have a ball.
Oh, that's cool. Oh, yeah.
Well done. You just have to
Get you some water, isn't it? Need water.
Yeah, he's going to get anxiety attacks.
But he's really stressed.
Yeah, he looks.
Especially because he's seen his owner get dragged away as well. I think his owner's been hurt.
Yeah, of course. He's looking for him, isn't he? Oh dear. Should we get some water?
Moses.
Moses. Yeah.
Bet he won't drink.
It's alright. It's alright, don't worry. Oh.
Thank you so much.
Oh, brilliant. Perfect.
Had a tough time.
That's. Oh, he's so thirsty, isn't he?
Yeah, I said, don't do little treats or whatever. I didn't realise the whole shop was an aisle. Oh, yeah.
So how was happening? Did you get in touch with you? Yeah, he's got my number and I've left
All right.
You go that way? You go towards the bridge?
I'll go get him some
Yeah,
hamburgers
got
and
him.
things.
Do you guys think anything will be happening still?
Sorry?
Anything will be happening?
I don't
We
know.
don't know. I've just turned up 20 minutes ago to more police than
There was
fucking
that's
protesters.
how it was. And they arrested this mentally ill. She's only about this high, and 6 of them just
jumped. I'm telling you, she was just sitting there minding her own business. I
That
was there.
woman, yeah, I know. And there was like a whole wall
exactly.
of them, yeah.
But you see the old lady, she's in her 60s.
I know.
Proper,
they check
her in front of everybody. She said, I've never been arrested, whatever, in my life.
It's really depressing. These fucking
I
police.
just burst tears. I was just like, this is just. I was like, how do you live with yourself? I just lost it a little bit.
Oh god. Right. Should we walk that way, guys? Yeah.
I didn't think to get into town. I'm getting something to do.
Moses.
Did you give her her container back?
Media or something, or YouTube?
No, just YouTube, you know.
Yeah.
It's like. But yeah, it hit me so hard when this dog was, the guy was separated with the dog. It was like, oh.
It's awful, mate. I can't believe the fucking state. What country are you from? South Nordic or something?
I'm a blood of Brit, mate.
Yeah?
From Poland.
From Poland?
Yeah.
Yeah? Do you know what? I had a Polish friend from my town who was supposed to be with me here today.
Right.
And he couldn't wake up at fucking 10 o'clock in the morning.
Really?
I sent him a message saying, you're a fucking useless cunt. Because he always does that. He's always like, oh, I couldn't sleep very well last night. And there's excuses all the time. It's like, this is fucking important, mate.
Wanking all night long.
Yeah. But I saw in Poland they had they're fining the social media companies for censoring anything like that, aren't they?
Yeah.
So that's good. At least that's one positive story.
Wrong. Turn to him in this day. He is the ambassador of peace. He is the Lord of Lords.
Hey man.
Yeah, man. It's impressive. Really.
It seemed that there will be so many of us here because probably you're also from Telegram.
When I saw it on Telegram, I was like, I saw it and thought, yeah, I'm there. Like, this is only the second time I've been out to protest, but I thought this is one where everyone's going to turn up.
Yes.
Because the logic of what it said on the post, it was like this: the law is going to say that you've got to stay in your house until you're vaccinated.
Yes.
No way I can agree to that.
Maybe it wasn't emphasized enough that it is so important. But
I think people are just getting fatigued.
They're just getting back on the trains to go. I'm not sure there's going to be anybody up there. So the police are itching for the excuse to grab people and arrest them.
Yeah, because they've got numbers and there's no way we can come back. I'm almost up for getting arrested just because I wanted to practice my common law. Honestly, because I'll take them to court if they kidnap me. I stand under common law, I don't consent to any of this legislation. The maritime law, which is what this legislation is consent based. And if you don't consent to it, it doesn't.
It's not carrying on anywhere else. There's bits and pieces, you know. I think someone said it was near Downing Street, I think, St. James's Park, but I don't think there's not much of that. Yeah, not judging by this. Huh? Not judging by this anyway.
So much for people power, right?
I know.
Where the fuck are they?
Shit in it. They're not allowing people.
What, the cops? We've all turned up to protest the Parliament passing the new lockdown laws. A couple of people have turned up and the police are just in the usual language. Dog
dog's going to stress all day until it's going to be hours and hours as well. Poor fucking thing.
Yeah, and actually, I spoke for a moment with this guy in the very beginning, you know, and he was so chilled with this dog sitting there and having, you know, good time, and suddenly, bam, I don't know what was the reason, like.
Oh, it's just so depressing. Like, the whole world as well. Like, this is what people don't see it. It's like this is happening everywhere, guys. This is not mistakes from government. This is not incompetence from government. This is a global agenda. Why can't we see this?
It is so fucking planned.
It's so obvious as well, but the thing is, like, it seems obvious because of someone like, lots of people that come here, but myself, I've been researching this stuff for a long time, you know, ever since 9/11 was my wake-up call to, there's big agendas that get played out on the world stage, you know, and there's the thing is people don't realise is that government is just the fucking, I'm probably telling you something you already know, but the government is just the visible.
Some people is listening.
Oh, really nice. They're just a visible manifestation of the power system, but the actual real power brokers are above them and they're invisible to us.
Yes.
Would you reckon, do you want to head down to Yeah? You want to?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I don't want to go home just yet.
Yeah.
But
usually I've been on few protests and usually it ends up on Downing Street, yeah, and there was such a cheerful atmosphere also there, you know, on the Downing.
Well, it was the same when I came to the last one, Marble Arch. When I turned up, it was like a rave. There was such a good feeling, there was such a good vibe. And then the police start doing all this, and they start trying to split people up, and they start going me with all their bullshit legislation. What are all these people here?
I think many of them are from us, our
maybe it's
most of them, maybe. Don't know.
This guy is just saying, trying to rally everyone up to go to the bridge and take the bridge.
Oh, all right. Who said that?
We're going to the bridge then? Bridge?
You've done something wrong.
Come to the bridge.
Okay, let's go to the bridge, everyone. She was saying they just press the bridge, sit on the bridge.
Oh, you love them, don't you?
Hey guys, why are we going this way anyway?
There's fuck all up here. I know, it's ridiculous.
Someone.
There's only so many times you can get around, get away with going around. You know what I mean?
You know, I'm streaming this, and someone is suggesting, people are suggesting that it might be a trap on the bridge. You know, why the hell?
Yeah, it's
why the hell?
ridiculous, yeah.
We can be kettled here, yeah. Like, I don't see the reason. Yeah, why that?
There's nothing over here. Not for us.
Hey guys, back!
They won't have it.
It might be a trap on a bridge. Why are we going to the bridge? On the bridge, you know, they can kettle us from both sides.
Listen, so what if they take us? What are we here for? To make a stand against them fuckers?
Yeah,
so what are you going to do? Keep walking the streets,
I
getting
don't
picked
know.
off? Right, we need to make a stand. We need to make a stand.
Yeah,
Listen, the bridge. Listen, the bridge is a health and safety act. Health and safety. Listen, the bridge is health and safety here for them.
Oh. So in fact, it's the safest place. Okay. Fair enough.
America's got 10 million people standing up for Trump today. 10 million. What we got here? Fuck all. If you're proper true people and you're true warriors, you need to do this. Listen, it doesn't matter. Let's make a stand and people will hear of it. Let's do it. Listen, it's all their life.
You're meant to put a little bit of it in there to see how it reacts. You know what people don't know what the
So what do you guys think we're doing?
I have no idea.
Because yeah, it's
they're
kind
just
of.
gonna kettle us in, right?
They can kettle. Well,
they're just gonna like block us in here.
Yeah. Also, some people on the chat suggest that we can be kettled. But on the other hand, someone from us said that it's a health and safety issue, so they cannot kettle us because we can simply fall into the water. Yeah. So it might be safe. But that being said, we're still. I don't know. Do we make any statement right now or?
I'm out here.
now, it's making us all vulnerable here.
Yeah.
There's not enough of us to fight right now. You understand? But we can wait until more people come. Saying to go home is not the right thing to be telling people.
What's happening today at Parliament?
We know what's happening here, that's why we're all here.
Right,
They're
good.
trying to put us in law, but sitting down and taking a bridge while they can pick us up is not making sense.
Listen, if they
We can keep them on their toes and all stand down here. I don't know what we come up here for.
Listen, every time you keep walking around, they're nicking you. They're nicking you. If we all sit down and on the floor, you're making
Why
a
are they
statement.
nicking us for? We can exercise our right to
Right.
exercise.
So let's exercise our rights and sit there and stop the bridge and listen to
What
them.
is that going to do? They're going to pick us all off. There's enough of us for them to outnumber us. That's not making sense.
What is Trump doing in America? He's got 10 million people out for him today, right? 10 million. What we got? No one. Right. Listen, you're going to let them take your kids away. You're going to let them vaccinate you with the army because that's what they're trying to do today.
Saturday's too late.
Trouble is, listen people,
Yeah,
they want
but
us
you
to
go down there
argue.
to more people get
Listen
there.
people, they want us to argue amongst each other. Listen, they want us to argue amongst each other. We're not like that. We're all brothers and sisters. Right? We're all human beings. Let's do this. Let's do this. What we got to hide? What's here again? We've got to get nicked. We get nicked. So what? Let's do it. No, that's fine. He can go home.
Listen, I'm not trying to go home. I'm here. You understand?
Listen, I understand what you're saying, brother, but listen, we need to make this stand.
Yes,
it ain't gonna happen.
stand now, it's going to be for nothing. They can pick us all off and get us all detained and gone in the van in no time. There's too little of us to be sitting in the road. You understand? We need enough people to fill the road like it's carnival. Not now to sit in the road and get us off.
Listen, brother.
You understand? Chuck us in van 2 at a time.
Listen, brother.
It's not
They're
making
getting
sense.
more. Listen, brother. They just got in touch with a lot in the park. They're bringing them here.
Yeah, but then let's go down there and be on their own, on their toes, so the people know where we are and they know where we are. So it's not like they can actually right now they're able to spread their units far and wide because they're up here. You understand?
Yeah,
So
they're
that's why we
outnumbered
go
enough.
down there
Like,
and keep them on their toes because if right now we're up here, they can have enough people to stop the other group. But if we're down there, then they have to spread their units. You understand?
right, we'll move down there now, and then Saturday we'll take the fucking bridge. Is that what makes
I'm thinking, forget Saturday, we can get out every single day. You understand?
Yeah.
Saying, oh yeah, wait till Saturday's too late. They have what, 4 days to sort out what they want to sort out? Nah, every single day.
Listen, do you not think if we take action now, all your friends are going to see this on live streams that you're feeding? What's happening at the bridge? Everyone's on the bridge. Mate, they're going to turn up. I don't know, I'm just here. Down the street, right all your heading, that's it. The bridge is a health and safety act.
But well done for the effort. Alright, I'm going back down there, people.
Yeah. So we're down this way.
Stand up to these fuckers. Seriously, brother. I speak my mind, and I'm sorry, I speak my mind. I'm annoyed and angry with these fuckers.
He has a job.
No, if people have got jobs, we understand that.
Mate, it's not even that. It's true about the numbers, though. We've been enough to do. It's not enough
We do
numbers.
it every bloody fucking
all the time. It's serious. It's about the numbers. We ain't got the numbers.
Yeah, choose your fight. Choose your battle.
Everyone from St James's Park.
I don't know.
Listen, what you're trying to do, going on, 100% respect. But what can we do?
TV, on BBC, ITV.
But where are the BBC? Where are they? You know they're not about. They're not
They're not going to show this on live stream.
Right. If you want to move now, the police are in their vans, they're coming down. So start moving, because they're going to come and pick you up. Because they're going to say, you're which tree?
Mate, trust me, you're not feeling these
we need to tear down. We don't work for the war. So how can this?
Come on, let's send him guys here back down there. They're going to arrest him.
Say you like getting arrested.
No, you weren't that insulted that you say you like getting arrested. Did you say you like getting arrested? Watch them. Watch the van.
Oh my God. No, the van is coming. Oh my God.
street, but yeah. We just don't have numbers. We're not organized. It's just
Shame.
shame. But what can we do? Like,
That's why our numbers have gone down.
No one's actually leaving the
I feel like
house.
Saturdays are
No one's
the
talking
only
to
big
people anymore,
marches.
unless they're
It's when people are not at
taking
work.
action.
Do you see how they behave with us? We're not even going to be able to get there.
Nah, we can't even make our point. We've not got the numbers to actually stand.
We will
Because
not
this state
make
can pick one here, they can break us.
But you've been to like the, you know, because they do like a monthly march that's massive, and they are big. There is numbers, but no one's organised, and then everyone ends up getting split up and kettled, and then that's what ends the marches every time. We do have the numbers, but we don't have the organisation on those marches. Oh, thanks. Yeah, because from just split. Look what they did at the last one. There was like how many different groups of people being split up and being followed by police on different
Before
streets.
you get there, they deter everyone. So people
But
get
they're
scared,
listening
they
to
leave.
us on our phones. We're past the subversives.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like the only time these people are going to stand up is when it's mandatory. Because I know people that don't want to take the vaccine, but they won't come and protest. But when it's made mandatory, then they're going to come stand up when it's too fucking late.
Because they're not consciously, they don't feel it, they don't feel like they're being forced.
Why are you sitting at home watching Netflix? You're not seeing what's going on.
No, they're in a bubble. They're in a bubble.
This is the problem we have. These people are going, oh, thank God. And
I think we're nuts. We're nuts. Because in the suburbs, in the outskirts, the police presence isn't like this, you know? Like, you can go out, you can walk, you can hang about in the street and talk to people.
Yeah.
Here, when you come up here, you're immediately under question. What are you doing? You know, like we wore our work clothes, you know, to try and, you know, sort of avoid it a little bit. But it doesn't work. Yeah, it doesn't work. You've still got proof you're going to work. They're still going to look at your phone.
Your number.
That mint is strong. Sorry.
I've had flu anyway, I'm fine. I've had flu, I'm not scared.
I had COVID in February last year.
I think I had it in January.
Yeah.
I was sick.
No one even denies that it exists.
It's just another strain of the flu.
It's another strain of the flu.
No one's saying it doesn't exist, but we got 7 strains of the flu.
For now,
When it gets extreme.
for now, scary shit is that they may.
Yeah, they may make it
Yeah.
to shut people like us
Oh, they
up.
will eventually, yeah.
No. I mean, they make it like a stronger strain.
Yeah, that's what I mean. They will make it.
Yeah.
They'll make it stronger to show people, oh, it's not just the flu, it is a deadly virus.
Yeah. And
Because
we,
they can man make anything they
It's
want.
the same as that. That's what they've done now with this strain. So people that didn't believe it, now the people that were sort of undecided, now they're like, oh fuck, we will take that jab maybe. You know, people like my parents that are shitting themselves because they're sitting indoors, and for years they've been pelted, tapped in the head by BBC, ITV, the same divisive bullshit media.
I'm 29
Yeah,
and I remember 4 channels. So if these generations, they've only ever had one source of news, ever. It's only our generation that have so many different sources of
Einstein said it. Einstein said it. If you feed anyone the same information over and over again, you can show evidence against that, and 90% of people won't believe the evidence because you're tapped in the head. Like, it's just it's obvious.
So have you been able to convince your own parents?
No way. No way.
Everyone at my house thinks
I'm a
I'm
nut
crazy.
job. I'm a nut job. Yeah, I'm literally a nut job. They'll put me. The many straitjackets are coming for me.
But that's the thing.
So even when you show them evidence, even if you show them evidence,
No, it's still not. The amount of things I've shown to I was open-minded at the beginning of it, all this. So I just speak. If you want me to stay away, I'll stay away. I was open-minded, but they can't be open-minded now to understand how we feel. Do you know what I mean? So it's like at the start, I was sort of you know, like in the middle, trying to, you know,
But it's not even
respect
how we
everyone's
feel.
ideas. But now,
It's not even how
just
we feel
fact.
because the government
Based on
websites
observation.
tell us the real data. The NHS websites tell us the real
Yeah.
data. That is how bad it is that they can literally say, oh, it doesn't matter that our own websites have the real data. We can say whatever we want on the TV, and these idiots.
In my
will believe
area, the ONS own website, 17 people have died in my area.
Yeah, if you actually look at the numbers, if you actually look at
It's
the numbers,
actually 13,
it's the 24th biggest.
It's like
killer there is.
13,800 people have been infected throughout the whole year. That is
Yeah.
the number on
Yeah.
not 50,000.
I said it's like 600, so under the age of 60,
Bali,
healthy people,
come here.
something people have actually died. Published this, but then they didn't publish their flu deaths last year anyway.
They're coming, guys.
Oh shit, they are coming.
They're coming in there.
Hey, but if they are on the other side already, then we're fucked. Oh, bloody hell. Yeah, hey, they are coming.
Yeah. Oh, the police?
Yeah, there are plenty of them.
Oh, thanks for the heads up. We were just going to stand there talking
No,
shit
because
until we
I
got
haven't seen
arrested.
them, I was just waiting for them to get left.
But they might be also
I
on
don't know.
the flirt with danger. They might be also on the other side, and then we're in fact kettled and fucked. Of course we are.
I stand under common law.
Exercising terrorists, yeah.
That's all I'll keep saying to them. I don't answer questions. Stand under common law. Don't consent. Don't contract.
Yeah, no comment. Fuck off.
I'm parked quite a way out of London as well. Very St. Edmunds.
And what they're going to say, they were just taking orders what they did in the fucking...
Yeah, I'm about 20 minutes drive.
I'm
gonna get there early, anyway.
I had a taxi guy drive me from the hospital 2 days ago, which was empty, by the way.
Oh, I know, I've seen it.
I was there, it was empty.
So you've seen the empty hospital,
Yes,
right?
I was in there. I've got pleurisy at the moment. Right, I'm in agony.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, the agony we're going to be in soon.
Oh.
This is worth being here for. I can't believe that this is what we have produced today. We've had people come from all over England, and this is what we have produced.
Lack of organization, lack of plan. I think I know.
We all know that they're debating our lives in there today. It doesn't take a fucking rocket scientist to tell you to get off your sofa, not be
course.
watching crap on the telly and getting in.
I'm an old lady.
Yeah?
Word.
No one wants a 10 grand fine to be organising.
Still trespassing on top of who Right, people, look after yourselves.
Yes, come on,
Yeah. I don't know. What should we do?
Anyone want to walk down that way to the wheel?
Yeah, maybe.
Come this way, guys.
Yeah.
Come this way.
Anyone? There must be cold as well. You know, short sleeve. The guy down, copper, but quite fat.
Oh, it's just nice to have conversations with people that fucking get it, mate. Like,
yeah, you know, even
it's like therapeutic.
Yeah, man.
It's worth it just for that. Just like just have with that girl, you know, she just fucking gets it. And I wish there was just one or two more people like that in my local town, because there ain't. Like I know one or two. Like I say, I know that Polish guy who he knows what's going on, but like he's just kind of a weak guy. Like very.
Yeah, he doesn't
stand up. Like he's still worried about his next job. Like, oh, I might not be able to get to my job. It's like, well, who the fuck cares, man? It's like there's bigger things to worry about.
Yeah.
Like, you're gonna have a job or you want to be enslaved, like.
And
he
won't be happy not having anything bigger than him, you know, to fight for, to carry about.
You know?
That's the.
But I just hate people as well that like he was around my house last night, and then he said to me, I walked home with him, and then he was like, I'll come with you tomorrow. You know, he said he'd come with me today. So I adjusted the time that I was going to come here, because I was like, he didn't want to get up as early or whatever. So I adjusted the time, and then he just doesn't answer the phone in the morning. It's like, fucking hell, man.
Yeah.
Pretty disappointing.
I hear you.
But then he did the right thing in the end, because it would have been a waste of time anyway. But.
They're kidnapping people! For no reason!
Fluorescent Nazis!
Nazi Gestapo! Go home, everyone! You're not allowed out! It's against the law, apparently! It's against the law to be out!
Stand under common law.
And these people that think that via... Well, we know that, but you need to go tell the police officers that, because they don't even know what a guideline is or what the law is. Guidelines are not law! Well, you don't tell them silly people who in their yellow jackets up there, because they don't know what their job is. But even the fines, they can't give you fines to say it makes that decision. We have tried, but everyone got scared, people got scared.
There wasn't enough of us though.
People got arrested as soon as they got there. They don't even have a heart. You can't even talk to them about Jesus, yeah? They don't even have a heart. Might get through to well, I haven't spoke to one of them yet, but they all psycho to me. Literally psycho. They just arrested so many. They've arrested elderly people. Well, I'm 70 today. How old are you? Happy birthday!
Happy birthday to you.
They pick on the topical, don't they?
Yeah, but you're quite right.
Yeah.
That happened last time we was at the protest.
I've got a brother in New Zealand. I'm New Zealander, and he is probably the foremost person on common law. And I've got a sister who's been making affidavits for everyone and teaching them common law.
Yeah, I've been learning common law.
I've been following
we do not dissent.
Chris what's his name? Chris Jameson and Earth United. Him and a guy from South Africa. He's a Canadian guy, and Jesse Perez Casanova is from South Africa. They're doing amazing things to get common law together.
She's 54 and she's taken on so many. I said, Shelley, you're never getting any sleep. She's getting everybody off. Everybody. She hasn't had one person.
Did you see that poor dog that got separated from his owner?
Yeah,
some guy turned up with his dog and the owner gets arrested.
Because we don't understand our
Yeah, but they arrested him and then the dog was left on his own.
taken away from us.
No, some woman took it, but the dog was, he was frantic. For his owner.
Crying. And
You call it everything. We call it
Yeah, that's what I thought. I left my dog at home anyway, just because I thought it'd be dangerous for him maybe.
And they throw those cases out because they don't want publicity for them.
Well, the thing is, they don't even care. The police
We
don't
want them to take us to court so we can put this evidence in front of them to say, where is this flipping deadly pandemic?
Yeah, I know.
Because you even ask the police officers, have you checked the national statistics of deaths?
Yeah.
Do you know
That's
that
not my business.
Yeah,
You know that
That's not
Gaddafi
my
came out a
business.
long
What are
time
you
ago
doing here?
saying they were
I'm
going to
under
do
arrest.
this. And that's one of the reasons they murdered Gaddafi.
They timed me.
Oh, get out of here.
Yeah.
I want to kick them over the bridge and push them in
Anyway,
the
nice
water.
talking.
Take care, look after yourself and be
God bless.
safe. God bless. Oh, man. What is this stupidness so seriously?
Boring my life a little bit, like.
This is their life. This is their life. They like doing this to people. It's sad.
Yeah, you look in their eyes and you can see the sort of lack
You can't look at their mouth.
of empathy.
Yeah, well, some of them might not like to do it, but they simply do it because
They have no choice.
yeah.
Yeah, well, Nuremberg Part 2 won't recognise that as a defence.
Yeah.
No.
I'm afraid, because
Yeah,
doing
this
your
is
job.
very sad times we're living in.
Isn't it?
Yes, I don't even know what hope is. What hope and no hope? scared of being arrested? Because if you complain one way and then go to protest.
Hello.
Exactly, yeah.
Hello.
Take care.
Yeah, you as
And
well. Yeah, see you Saturday?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, there's another one, is it?
Saturday.
Oi! Hello!
Oh, you want some bum rubs? You want some bum rubs? Is that nice? Is that nice? Oh, you're going to bite me. You're going to bite me. I got your tail. I got your tail.
She wanted the copper, did she?
Good girl.
She didn't like it. When you say hello, she wanted
She's showing her bum to me so I can do this there. Oh.
You like that, don't you? Come on, Olivia.
She
I
knows.
swear you look like Norwegian or something.
Oh yeah, people said to tell me that's.
Yeah. See you
quite
later,
often.
darling.
Hey.
My surname is Norwegian.
Oh really?
Yeah, I'm Fisk.
What's your name?
Mark Fisk.
Mark. Oh, Mike.
Yeah.
Nice
Good to meet you, man. Yeah. Yeah.
Fisk. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to go to Norway though.
Mm.
I've been to Iceland. It was lovely.
Oh right.
But Norway looks incredible. Like the scenery, everything.
Yeah, and they also have this this law allowing you basically to camp wherever you want.
Same in Sweden.
Yeah. I don't. That basically like a common law that it's all belongs to people.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
I heard about that.
and,
It makes me want to go there permanently.
Mm.
Because this is the thing at the moment. I'm looking at moving into a like off-grid community or something like that in the
Wow.
UK. But it's so difficult because everywhere's owned already, or you know, you're going to get chased away from places. And look at the way that the authorities act in this country. It's just like eventually they're going to start coming for you, aren't they?
Yeah, well, first and foremost, living in a city, in a big city, is not the best idea right now. Yeah.
No. No, definitely not.
So I would also, well, for me, it's also thinking about going back to Poland, you know, to my parents, grandparents, because they are getting older.
Yeah.
So that's also on my mind. And now I don't know really when I will be able to travel without vaccination. You know, because this health passport and everything is down the line, most probably.
And that's going to happen as well, isn't it? But is that literally what's going to happen? Is that we just cannot travel if we don't vaccinate? Like,
yeah,
it's crazy. I will never take it. I'll never ever take it.
Of course.
I think you can still get like private flights. I saw someone advertising like you can still, but it's very expensive.
I guess so. Yeah,
10,000.
But you know, when people start gathering together and like you know, with this. When people gather together to buy some bigger amount of goods, you know, to have lower price.
Yeah.
There are this
discounts.
Even Groupon started like this. Yeah, Groupon and some websites. So basically, we could all somehow create new airlines. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Well, you'd have thought that the free market would allow for. Because there's going to be lots of people that are going to want that. So you'd have thought that the free market would, but then if they make legislation that says you must, then.
I don't know, are you into cryptocurrencies or something?
Oh yeah, I'm invested. Yeah, that's all I have now.
Oh really?
Yeah. I have. I'm not in one that you'll know, but it's gone up 4x in the last 6 weeks.
Okay.
Yeah, I have one called. It's called Morpheus Network.
What was the first one?
First.
You said name of the currency?
Oh, Morpheus Network.
Morpheus. Oh,
yeah. I'll show you quickly. So.
No.
So. Refresh. It's gone up. It should be good here. So, if you look at the graph, look, this is recent.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
So it's like quite a lot. I have 30,000 of them. So at 50 cents it's worth maybe 15,000.
No.
I know it's not a huge amount, but for me that's. I'm in £45,000 of debt.
Wow.
From business that went bust, and then my car which I can't afford, and lease car that I can't afford, a house that I can't afford. I'm just fucked. You know, and I got double fucked by globalism because I had a business that was delivering food. In a small town, there was no Deliveroo, no Just Eat. So for 3 years, maybe I had my own version of that.
Oh wow!
And I made 1 year. I made 100,000 profit. I had 2 employees, so for myself, I made maybe like 50 or 60,000. But you know, really good money.
And then probably.
And this is where I know. This is where the conspiracy mind kicks in, though. Is that so? In 2019, suddenly Deliveroo was making this massive push to be everywhere, including my town. and that straight away ruined my business a bit because they basically offer their service for free.
Oh yeah.
And then crush everybody. Yeah. But then obviously they did all this, and then suddenly the corona hits, and then they're essential. Because but they're everywhere as well. So I think that Jeff Bezos, who I know he's Amazon, but he funds Deliveroo as well.
Does he?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So in the last 2 years, Deliveroo have lost like 500 million. They're running at a loss of 500 million pounds, but Amazon keeps giving them 500, 600 million pounds.
So it will become part of Amazon.
Yeah. But it's just going to become part of the whole. Everything you want is going to come from one. Amazon and Deliveroo. If you want food, it's Deliveroo. If you want anything else, it's Amazon. That's what they want. They want this global, like, one system, don't they? But it just looks obvious to me now that they knew what was going to happen, and that's why they pushed so hard to make sure they were everywhere before it happened, so that everyone's locked down, and then they've got to use Deliveroo because that's the only thing that they can't leave the house, can they? So
and Uber Eats.
it makes sense, yeah.
Uber Eats?
And Uber Eats, yeah. Well, that was the other thing, is that I was doing McDonald's, and even after Deliveroo came, they didn't do McDonald's because it's Uber Eats that did McDonald's. But when the lockdown started, suddenly McDonald's were working with Deliveroo as well. So it's like they took even that from me, you know, because people are stupid. I don't eat McDonald's, but I would say like 60-70% of my orders every day were McDonald's. Even though I have like 15 restaurants.
Really?
Everybody's McDonald's.
Really?
Yeah. Pathetic. I can't, you know, I felt sorry for the people sometimes because they're like ordering it every day. And it's just like, do you not understand?
That is so. There was this movie a few years ago, quite long ago,
Super Size Me,
yeah. You know, so it showed exactly what McDonald's does
Yeah.
with you if you eat it every day.
Did you see the cannabis version?
No, but I heard about it.
Yeah. He just is smoking weed every day for like months now. It's quite funny. But,
how did it end up?
I can't remember. It was just funny to watch. I was pretty stoned when I was watching it. It was just funny to watch.
Paradoxically, you cannot remember.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I was super high. But it's just people. Everybody wanted McDonald's. Also, in my hometown, there's a lot of Americans because there's 2 American air bases near.
So, where's your hometown?
Bury St Edmunds, which is near Ipswich.
Okay.
It's in Suffolk.
Okay. Yeah. Somehow.
So there's RAF, USAF Mildenhall and USAF Lakenheath, 2 air bases. So all of the Americans end up living in the towns. So there's lots of Americans, which is good because they always give you cash tip. That's how they're making so much money from tips, you know. But they all love McDonald's. Love it.
KFC?
Yeah, KFC, McDonald's and Burger King. But obviously, you know for yourself, if you go into one of those places, the service is always very poor. So I end up going into there. I was doing for 2 years. I did it on my own. So sometimes I'm going to McDonald's 10 times a day. Can you imagine how crazy it ends up making you feel? Just having that poor service multiple times a day. And even the worst ones were actually McDonald's was good because you get the ticket and then it's crap food, then you can just bang it out. But KFC was always a long way, and the worst one was Burger King.
Yeah.
Worst. Just the staff had no brain cells. And they just couldn't seem to do their jobs. So, but I ended up in a lot of arguments with staff, and I even got banned from KFC at one point, because I told because what it was.
That means something, man.
Yeah, they ran out of. So obviously, when people order, I've got the specific order here, but they kept running out of things all the time. But then this one time they ran out of a drink, but they had the drink in bottles. So I was like, okay, well, you've got it in bottles there, so pour the bottles into cups, that's fine. And they was like, no, we can't do that, we just can't do it. I was like, look, I spend like thousands in here, I come in here like 10 times a day, you're going to tell me that my customer can't have the drink they've ordered, even when you've got it there? And I just kicked up a big fuss, and manager comes out and was like, no, we can't do it. I was like, you will fucking do it.
Manager even? Because I thought it was like a regular employee, but manager.
Perhaps they already hated me anyway, because I was very demanding. Like, if there's a queue, and nobody's taking the orders, I would go and say, oh, we need somebody to come take, I'd go over and say, look, we need someone to come take the orders now. And obviously all the customers in the line would love me, because they're like, everyone's standing there thinking, I want to say it.
Oh, it's you,
Yeah, but when it's your business and you're on a time schedule and you've got other orders coming in, it's like, come on, we need to get this show on the road, you know?
Hey Mark, can you do some space here?
Exactly. But, everyone's gone.
Oh, probably.
Everybody's gone.
Yeah, you'll probably also end up this stream that is still going on here.
You still streaming?
Yeah.
How many?
How many people?
Yeah.
How many? 52.
Oh, nice.
53. There was up to like 80.
Are they listening to our whole conversation?
I guess. Yeah. I don't know how.
I'm glad I didn't know that before.
I'm sorry. It was...
That's okay. No, I'm not shy.
No, but yeah, there's probably nothing more will happen. I don't know.
No, it doesn't look like it. But it's nice just to. I'll come back on Saturday then. If what are we on today? Wednesday.
Yeah. Saturday is like.
That's
unfortunately, already after this legislation is passed, most probably. I don't see any reason.
It will be, yeah, no doubt. I knew that before we came today. It will be.
Yeah.
Because
It's
the whole Labour Party are a joke. They're all going to vote or abstain, but they have done it all the way through.
Yeah, it's more to show up, to make a statement, and to meet people. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is also.
But at least it highlights the few that are standing up against it are the ones that aren't corrupted. So at least there's that.
So
I was saying to this girl earlier, there's now been 12 independent studies that show...
Sorry, man. Someone said, reporting you to McDonald's.
I've actually stopped doing McDonald's now because they started doing all of the wear the mask, wash your hands, and I had to keep going in there. And so I just started doing only local restaurants. So I stopped doing KFC, which ruined my business. But I don't care. Like it's just I couldn't I went vegan as well. So there was already a conflict of interest. I was already delivering for McDonald's when I was a vegan, and then when this happened as well, and I didn't agree, because basically I would just think that now McDonald's can just take over the world, and I'm going to be their delivery driver. Like fuck that, fuck that.
Yeah, there's a police car up there.
I can't even remember. I think I came in that way.
Yeah, so.
What are you going to do?
I don't know, I will...
Can we try walking back up that way, or...?
Yeah, so actually I'm not stopping this stream, but... Yeah, I'm also... usually I will take a district line. District line, or head to Waterloo to take overground. I don't know, or maybe there will be something going on. Maybe there are some people still...
Well, that last time when I turned up, I was hugely disappointed at the last protest, but then I hung around and it did get going. But I can't. It doesn't feel like it today.
But have you been on one of those first, not first, but protests like before the lockdowns, like, or maybe after the severe lockdown?
I only started.
September.
Oh, hello.
Hello.
Yeah, we were just going to start walking back that way.
Yeah.
They've just arrested some woman.
Oh, really?
And then some guy.
What? Nothing.
For nothing.
Oh, shit.
Really quite aggressive with her. And now there's like 30 people on this one guy. And now there's another 50 police, which is really unnecessary.
No. I was out of work and I said it at the freedom. Then you interpreted.
Said that you were going to stay because I asked you
Anyway, I
to
told you. And then you touched me and assaulted me.
Yeah,
Yes.
okay. I arrested you. Okay.
No, you assaulted me before you arrested me. And I got the umbrella.
Yeah, okay.
And not only me. You can delete it maybe from my phone if you want it. Yeah, I hope so.
I haven't seen them. Jordan, he thinks he's a big man now, man. Jordan thinks he's a big man now, so I just leave him to get on with it. Yes.
Guys, keep moving, please. Either walking that way or that way.
What's your plan, guys?
I ain't got one.
Can you keep moving, please?
Definitely.
Yeah. I'm guessing it's going to hopefully be announced, you know. I think what needs to happen soon, if not next time, is that we need to have some tactics. There's two tactics which I think would be really powerful, right? One is, if you're arrested, you simply go left. Because then it takes several of them to carry you away, whereas you keep seeing people being front marched to the back. And it's like you're making it too easy. You don't have to you're not resisting arrest by not complying.
I got a friend that did it like this, and basically there are photos online that he basically just laid on the ground.
We need a leader that's going to say to people at the start of it, this is the tactic. And then
Well, I thought when we were doing the protests before and everyone was saying to just sit down was quite good, but then people weren't. It's like, if you sit down and not being aggressive, they can't actually make you look like you're aggressive. You're just sat down. And then they can't get to the speakers because everyone is sat there.
yeah, but there's another tactic which I think should be employed as well, which is that what was happening was there was lots of us at the last one I went to, but what they were doing is they were picking people off at the edges, like women and anyone that they could pick on. So what we should have been doing is there should have been groups of people ready to overwhelm the police, because that's an illegal arrest, it's a kidnap, and we don't need to be violent, we just need to go over there and stop them from doing it. And there was a few of us that
That did happen in Hyde Park, one of the protests. Like, everyone pushed them back, and like people were throwing like smoke bombs and stuff, which I didn't really think was necessary. But they were pushing the police back. They were fucking shitting them. They were literally like trying to put their helmets on, just being like.
But there's this Hobson's choice. There's this Hobson's choice between we need to start
Last week in Hyde Park, police officer got thrown and hit with a stick.
Yeah.
Then he pulled out his baton and started running, chasing them.
Papers please, Nazi Germany.
You don't have to tell them.
Just ignore them. Ignore the little Nazis.
Is there a reason for you being out?
They're wearing masks. And they're still stopping people. Get in the right lane as well, look. Look, get on the arrows like you want everyone else to do. But the other thing I was going to say, you're left with this horrible position where things need to get more serious, but they kind of want that, because then they can justify more draconian measures.
Well, that's just the violent, like them antagonising the protesters, but then them becoming violent, then that means that they can make more laws against us doing that. It's like, that's why the whole like peaceful protest is fucking important. A lot of people are just angry and they're pissed off and they react. And obviously, if I see someone being attacked, I'm going to react. It's not. But
did you find a tenner in your shoe? Did you find a tenner in your shoe? No. It's not £10 in your shoe. It's okay. No, it's very
Wow.
That's all right, mate.
That's generous.
I've probably got hassles, I think.
it all comes around anyway.
I'm in so much debt, money means nothing to me anyway.
Oh yeah. You know, the overall plan of the agenda is to
get you onto a universal basic income.
Yes, and basically cancel all the debts.
And be happy.
Yeah. So your debts will be cancelled soon.
Yeah,
no worries.
Jab,
no worries.
No pay, no jab, and all this. No, I should never. So going off cruising my van as soon as things get any worse. I'm ready. There's lots of off-grid communities on Telegram as well. People talk about buying land, setting up communities. Anything like this.
So you're thinking about off-grid community in UK, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, at the moment, like I'm starting to wonder whether I want to be in the UK anymore.
Yeah,
I just feel like even if you do that, they can come after you.
At some point.
Yeah. This way, like Sweden or Norway or something, you know.
Or Portugal, Spain. These are also
Portugal had that ruling, didn't it, about the PCR test.
Yeah.
And Spain, the police were marching with the protesters. Yeah. There was a whole protest in Spain where loads of police were marching with the protesters.
Yeah, because they don't want to use this tool to control and they're there to protect.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. And we don't seem to have... They've done a good job in this country. I think it's called Common Core or something. There's this like programme they put in years ago to basically put the right type of people, quote unquote, into the police and into the even politicians as well. Is it Common Core or it's something like that? Something nefarious. Yeah. So I don't really know what I'm doing now. I could just get back on the train and go home. But I might do. What are you doing?
I don't know. I will probably also go back.
Where are you,
Maybe.
where are you guys going? Oh, you'll go back home.
Yeah.
When-
What does that take you to go again?
It's only like an hour and a half.
Oh, but you've driven, haven't you?
Yeah. I'm parked up at Stanmore.
We can look on Downing Street maybe if we are here. Or...
Yeah, go on then. Yeah.
It's a sunny day.
Yeah, that's it. That's the thing, like with those two optional good, you know, it's just like they're just looking for people that don't look like they're gonna give them a problem. Like,
No, and then also what will happen is they'll go like the police are stopping people. You know, like
Yeah, but stuck next down. They don't break the rules. So is it right here?
I was told that there was a protest going on in Clapham, but then you're saying it's...
No, I'm not really very clued up. So this is me. So the first protest I've ever been to in my life was the one at the end of November.
Yeah.
And I went there on my own. And I took to it like a duck to water, to be honest with you. Like, I felt really at home there. I was just so euphoric. Like, I've got those videos of it. Piers Morgan was there. I met him, shook his hand, and he got arrested within 10 minutes. We were going mad, but there was one point where the police tried to, they broke the protest in half as we were trying to exit Hyde Park. And I was ready with about 6 other people to say, fuck this, we're going to take it down. But there just wasn't enough people to actually do it. You just knew that you were going to be fucked over. But if there'd just been like another dozen or more people that was ballsy enough to actually do something, then we could. This is all it's going to take. It's just that boiling point, you know. Once it boils to a certain point, people are going to realise they've got nothing left to lose. That's when the police are going to start getting scared because.
They're cheating, but in the wrong way. They need to like follow the protesters.
Well, yeah, exactly. And that's, you know, like I say, you end up having a lot of interactions with people. You do. I mean, I just speak to everyone that I can. I'm getting fatigued with that now. I don't feel like anything's changing. I know it's not good a bit. It's tiring to keep. So I mean, one in every 5 interactions, maybe you get a good one, and then the rest of them are. Yeah. And then you get a lot of views as well. You're a denier.
Or super spreader.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Or you don't give a fuck. You're killing people.
Yeah.
And all this.
Well, the
Just out like that. There's just so many people that are losing out. So many more.
Yeah, I just don't think that. I think people just that argument. Because the thing is, the road to hell is paved with good intentions, isn't it? And everyone that's doing what the people we're talking about, they are actually good intentions. But they don't realise what they're doing. They don't realise that because they want to say, look,
People implementing don't have good intentions.
As soon as you make the argument about that these people that are dying would have died anyway this year, but they can't accept that argument. Oh, so they don't matter then. You know what I mean? Because they want to appear to have good intentions. Yeah. So
On the very bottom, people cannot accept that someone might be willing.
Yeah. To accept that is scary.
Yeah, it's horrible.
It's horrible, yeah. But when you delve into this stuff and you find out about the secret societies and the paedophile child trafficking rings and all this stuff, it's like, this is evil. Like, there's no other, like, the thing is, it would be bad enough if there was billionaires that were trying to take over the world and control us. That would be bad enough. But then you find out that they're actually satanic paedophiles, and it's just like a whole other level of like
understanding.
Yeah. Yeah. It's being, it'd be bad enough if it was just about getting all the money, making everyone impoverished. But it's so much more than that. It's about actually separating us from humanity, separating us from
each other.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So you're Christian?
I'm trying. Yeah, I'm not sure, to be honest. Like, I'm baptised. I have a biblical name, and I've been speaking to God. But I've always called myself an atheist. But I do feel like there's a battle between good and evil going on, and so I am sort of.
You weren't down for the demo, were you?
Yeah, they're being absolute wankers.
So you turn up anywhere near there, they'll fuck you off then, yeah?
Yeah.
Well, people are hanging around, walking around.
Yeah,
but
we've been hanging about, but we're just walking up to see what it is.
Okay. Alright, well, it's really disappointing.
Yeah.
Next Saturday, upcoming Saturday.
Yeah.
This Saturday? What time?
12, but I don't know where it is, whether it's here
Keep
or
an eye on
I've
Twitter.
got loads of people on Facebook, yeah.
Just get everyone you can, because this is the thing, when it's like this, the police get very brave, and they start being all of this authoritarian bullshit, but when we will know, it's people power, we've got the numbers, and they start backing down,
yeah, they're just picking off people, because people are in small little groups.
Of course, I've been seeing what's going on for ages, so...
We have to organise better, We have to organise.
That's the thing, like, even the ones I've been to before, you just need a leader at the start to say, this is the plan, everyone stick together, everyone do this,
Yeah.
But it doesn't seem to be happening, but...
But there's hardly anyone down
there's
there.
no one down
The
there.
police presence, so... 2 people got arrested and there was like 6 people leaving.
I'll put this on my face, but thank you anyway. Have a good day.
Take care. Best.
One thing I worry about as well is, the idea of like controlled opposition.
Yeah.
Like with the protests, if they're ultimately controlled opposition, that might be why we're seeing the lack of organisation and structure, because obviously that's what they want, is they want us all to turn up with no leader, no goal, no tactics, and they can just split it
Come
up.
across as disorganised.
Corbyn, for example, Corbyn, you think Corbyn's alright?
Well, I'm worried that I don't want to say that he's controlled opposition, but he does seem to turn up and then get arrested straight away every time. He never seems to be too bothered about it. I do like him, and I do agree with a lot of what he says, but I don't
What
know.
happens when he gets arrested though? Like, does he get fined? How many?
£10,000 every
So he's
time,
getting fined £10,000, but he hasn't got that money to like.
I'm not sure. And
mention David Icke, often people are just like, oh, you're
Lizards.
a conspiracy.
Lizards.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So I think it's quite important that he's still
part-
there, because they can use him as so many people, when you hear the name David Icke, have a negative image of what he is.
It's a bit like, with like flat Earth.
Yeah.
It's the same sort of idea where it's associating the kind of ideas we're talking about with crazy conspiracy theories, which have no merit, like flat Earth.
Yeah.
And it's the same with David Icke, because a lot of people here, you mention him and they just remember that he said he was the son of God, and what did they say?
No, for example, because I asked about all the other objects, all the other planets, So he's saying, he said that there are just circles, on a sky.
Yeah, but that's so simplistic.
What?
The thing is, like, I've studied like astronomy, and I love space, so I understand a lot about space, and it's just such a. With flat earthers, what they've got is just they don't understand science, so therefore they make up their own science. That's what it is. They don't, like, for example, right. One of the bits of proof they give is they say that if you look at the horizon anywhere on Earth, it appears completely flat as far as the eye can see. Now that's true, but the thing is, what they're not factoring in is the size of the globe. If you were a flea on a basketball, guess what? The horizon would be flat all around you, because all you can see is this tiny little.
Nice analogy.
Perspective, there's a lot of other things like that. One thing that you'll always find is that people in my early conspiracy days, I believed that they were hoaxed, and then I realised that they were, and so
they were.
I don't think they were. No. I think we went to the moon.
Okay.
But it's all tied in with the same. Like they'll hear things like NASA will say that the pictures of the globe are composites. So they'll take that and say, well, that means that they're making it's made up. But all it is the globe's fucking massive. You can't take a photo of the whole fucking globe.
And it'd be detailed without it being.
Yeah, exactly.
And what about NASA being like a post?
That's true. That's what drives the conspiracies. Is that they think, but then there's space agencies all over the world. There's the ISS that's going around the world with a live stream at all times, and they want to say, no.
I think that's. Well, yeah, the aquarium. We went over the bridge.
Body snatchers! Oh, mate. I said to him, can I get this out? Or you arrest me? They were like, no, you can get it out. And I was like, okay, I'll keep it in the bag for now.
Summer is the time for protest, and it will boost it.
It's like you're saying, they've got it sort of half sorted in the sense of they know how to disperse, and they're sort of sizing him inside, don't they?
Yeah.
You know, not giving him bail, do you know what I mean? And that's the thing, it's like, is he going to get taken out again? You know?
A million people stand up for Trump, as I heard. One of the guys, the guy actually that was a jump. So I don't know, but that guy was telling that Trump now has like million people standing up for him.
You don't need everyone to overthrow a tyrannical government. 3.5% active participation. They're behaviourly now to what they have been in the past. Like that with these citizens, you're abusing your emergency powers. That's what you're doing. We have a right to protest my human right to freedom of speech. What about my freedom of assembly? They were like, oh, you haven't got those.
He went out 5G, you know?
I just got a message that my town's got a 5G tower in it. You know, there's a big.
Where's your town? In the top of above his door, so you've got one of the presents. A treatment for a woman, she had a thing in her head, 5G related. God, man. Anyway, he took it out, he went, Dad, I can feel it going up my arm. He went, it fixed me up. He said, I've meditated on it. He said, it's one of the best.
Because it's metal.
No, Shungai. So Shungite.
Shungai.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm always shopping Fulham. And I just see this and I just was linked in with it.
Wow.
Like a rock. Good on you, good on you.
Cool.
Yeah,
really cool.
I mean, you know, like you see a rock in the side of a fucking mountain and then you chip away at it and pop. This is like about 2010, 2011, chatting, talking. Yeah, but you shouldn't be, okay?
I shouldn't be talking.
Where are you going to be?
Wherever it is.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, here, look. Health emergency, yeah?
You should jump. Oh, come on. God damn. Getting pathetic.
You know, we're in the middle of a lockdown.
We're in the middle of lockdown, yeah. Well, we don't say to it, mate. The big cities.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was.
Oh, yeah, I know which one. Yeah. The
monument, is it?
Probably.
Yeah, they have them all around there, satanic fucking hotlines or whatever.
And I just learned lately how Vatican, internals of Vatican are satanic.
Oh my God! Can I show you something? If you haven't seen it, right?
This throne, well, basically the seat where Pope is.
The audience hall. Yeah, it's a snake's head. Have you seen it?
Yeah, no, I heard about it. I haven't seen
It's so obvious. I'll show it to you. Let's go and have a look at this building over here. It looks really interesting. And then I'll show you that. Here's a snake's head. There's a boat thing. There's one. And we were seeing this guy with the top of the glass. What's the man doing? Oh, right. Oh, look.
Yeah, because this is where it's all been normally big. Now they've shut it all down and taken it away.
Right.
What's the relevance of the snake?
Well, so the snake was, so when evil came into, it's a bit like, you know when you've got, yeah, exactly, yeah. It's a bit like, same thing with Apple, with the little bite that's taken from the apple. That's the same idea, it's about the corruption of humanity by Satan. But, you know, even...
You know the symbol?
Yeah, that's like male or female.
That's...
Is that not a trans symbol?
Yeah.
It's play on it because they're behind.
But yeah, the snake I'll show it to you in a second. There's a whole, the audience hall where the Pope actually sits. It's actually the whole hall is one giant snake's head. And the Pope sits in between the fans. It's crazy. Right, I'll show
It is. It is.
Do we go or not? Yeah. Very hard to find. Yeah. Mate of Rishi Sunak, probably. I know. I think I might even have it open on my phone because I showed someone it the other day.
I will probably end this stream because there's nothing more to.
Are we boring you?
Huh?
Are we boring your?
No, don't take it personally.
I'm only joking. You've given me lots of airtime. I'm like, that's my 50 minutes of fame. Right, so that's the inside.
So see ya, guys. Nice. Thank you for joining, and probably